Okay, so you think of yourself as a clever person, right? You have to be seen as clever. Say, let's just start with one. Okay, so you have to be seen as clever. I'm a clever person. I'm a clever person. Then you must do stuff to present yourself as a clever person, right? You have to think of yourself as a clever person, because you think of yourself as a clever person, right? So you need to be a clever person because you survive, you persist in the world as a clever person. You say, no, I'm just a clever person. All right, well, if this character Ralston's correct about that, no, you're not a clever person. What you are is you. See how easy that gets? You're you. That's the end of the story. There's nothing more to be said about that. So, there's no aspect, there's no element, there's no characteristic. There is. Anyway, okay. So, in any case, see, so what this cleverness is a way of persisting. You may have developed very, very young, and so you go down a path of being clever because that's how you survive. So I got to be clever. I got to know things. I got to, look clever. I got to, etc. I have to be quick-witted, whatever it is. See? And so you persist as a clever person, and then you find that you have to be clever. And if you're falling down on the job of being clever, it's not good for you, right? So then you suffer. It's hard on you. See? So you have to struggle to be clever. You have to have other people see you as clever. So, you following this? See, it becomes an aspect of yourself. And then you could drop being clever. See, so you're not clever anymore. See, does that mean, okay, I'm suddenly stupid? No, it means nothing except you're not clever. Which is to say, you don't have to identify with being a clever person anymore. See, a genius does not have to identify with being a genius. If nobody told her or him that he or she is a genius, they probably wouldn't have that thought. You understand? Because things would just be the way they are. They'd just be doing what they're doing. Like any person. See, that's an addition. But if they have to be seen that way, then there's this great burden. And they have to perform. See? And that's a great burden. See? Or being a clever person. See? Then you have this burden, this struggle. And so there's always this little struggle, especially in social circumstances, how your self-image, etc., like that. You drop it, that struggle disappears. The struggle disappears. The suffering around it disappears. The effort around it disappears. The perspective disappears, you see? Because it's not occurring anyway. You don't have to survive it as a verb. You don't have to maintain it. You don't have to persist as it. See? You're not trying to manage life in relationship to being a clever person. It's not an aspect to yourself, ergo self-survival anymore. Do you see? You understand what I'm saying here? See? It's no, oh, cool, I'm free of that. That doesn't matter. That does not have to persist anymore as a me.